Hi, in this tutorial, we're going to go over functions, introductions to functions. So in this tutorial, you'll learn how to find the domain and range of a relation, how to determine whether a relation is a function, how to evaluate a function, how to use the vertical line test to identify functions, and how to find function values for functions that model data. So a relation is any set of ordered pairs. Now, a domain is a set of first components in the ordered pairs, and the range is the set of second components in the ordered pairs. A function is a relation in which each member of the domain corresponds to exactly one member of the range. So no two ordered pairs of a function can have the same first component and different second components. So let's do an example. Let's find the domain and range of the relation. Well, the domain is just the first set of numbers. So here it's 1, 3, and we have 3 there. So our domain is 1 and 3. Now our range is the second set of numbers. So it's 2, 4, and 7. Now let's determine whether the relation is a function. Well, here we have 3. The domain 3 is set to the range 4, and the domain 3 is set to the range 7. Now, no domain can be set to 2 different ranges. So therefore, this relation is not a function. Now, if a function is defined as an equation, the notation f of x, read f of x or f at x, describes the value of the function at the number x. So let's do an example. If f of x equals x squared minus 5x plus 4, we want to find f of 3. So all we're going to do is substitute 3 wherever we see x. So here, f of 3 equals 3 squared minus 5 times 3 plus 4. So f of 3 equals 9 minus 15 plus 4. So f of 3 equals 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 minus 15 equals negative 2. Now the graph of a function is the graph of its ordered pairs. Not every graph in the rectangular coordinate system is the graph of a function. We use the vertical line test to determine whether a graph defines y as a function of x. If any vertical line intersects a graph in more than one point, the graph does not define y as a function of x. So let's do an example. Here, let's use the vertical line test to determine whether y is a function of x. So all we're going to do is draw a straight line. Now, because we go through the graph in 2 points, y is not a function of x because it cannot go through a graph more than one time. So here, let's use the vertical line test to determine whether y is a function of x. So we'll just draw a line. Notice that we only go through the graph at one point. So therefore, y is a function of x. So in this tutorial, you learn how to find the domain and range of a relation, how to determine whether a relation is a function, how to evaluate a function, how to use the vertical line test to identify functions, and how to find values for functions that model data. Now try and solve problems in our Introduction to Functions workbook For more help, sign up for online tutoring. And a future direction is to practice, practice, practice. Thank you for watching Introduction to Algebra, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.